Some gardeners swear by the big steaming compost pile, but here's the honest truth. The quiet gardeners who quietly bury their kitchen scraps instead. Their soil is richer, their plants thrive faster, and they don't deal with pests, rot smells, or slow breakdown. In fact, burying organic scraps is one of the most underrated, powerful composting methods, and it turns your garden bed itself into a living compost engine. Let's dive into why this simple shift has changed the yield and soil health of gardeners worldwide, and why adopting it could transform your garden faster than any store-bought fertilizer. When compost scraps are buried, they enter the true nerve center of soil life. Below the surface, millions of microbes, fungi, and beneficial soil organisms immediately go to work breaking down food scraps. This natural digestive system is far faster and more efficient than surface composting exposed to unpredictable heat, pests, and fluctuations. Buried organic matter stays consistently moist, and oxygen reaches it through the soil structure. Microbes multiply rapidly, converting scraps into nutrient-rich humus. Instead of waiting months for a pile to mature, you feed the soil directly where roots grow, meaning your plants benefit sooner and more intensely. Surface compost piles attract fruit flies, rodents, raccoons, and even stray pets. They can smell, look messy, and draw the wrong attention. Burying scraps avoids all that. Once covered by soil, decomposition happens quietly and naturally. No smell, no buzzing insects, no neighborhood critter drama. It's clean, discreet, and, honestly, perfect for urban, suburban, and backyard gardeners who want the benefits of composting without the headache. Think of buried scraps as slow-release fertilizer pods scattered across your garden. As they break down, nutrients seep directly into the surrounding soil and root zone. Plants tap into this natural feast only when they need it, ensuring stronger, longer-lasting growth and, avoiding nutrient burn. This is how woodland ecosystems work. Leaves drop, decay happens underground, and the soil becomes richer every season. By burying scraps, you're mimicking nature's perfect recycling system right in your vegetable beds. If you really want to, turbo boost this effect, chop scraps into smaller pieces or pulse them quickly in water to create a slurry. This increases surface area, speeds decomposition, and, feeds soil biology even more efficiently. Buried compost does more than feed nutrients. It transforms soil structure. Organic matter underground increases moisture holding capacity, encourages earthworms, and helps sandy soil bind better and clay soil loosen. The result is a rich, crumbly, fertile soil gardeners dream of. As scraps decay, they actually create tiny air pockets, boosting oxygen flow and improving drainage. This micro-tilling effect means better root penetration and healthier, more resilient plants. When you bury scraps, earthworms show up. Fast. They love buried organic matter and will swarm it naturally. As they eat and travel, they aerate the soil, deposit nutrient-dense worm castings, and accelerate decomposition. Unlike surface piles, where worms are often reluctant until the pile cools, underground composting invites them immediately. This creates a thriving worm system right under your plant roots, nature's most efficient fertilizer factory. Not every gardener has the time, space, or even the inclination to manage a compost bin. Burying scraps gives you the same benefits without having to monitor moisture, turn piles, or wait for months. It's just ideal for gardeners who cook often and want to recycle nutrient-rich kitchen waste straight back into the soil. You can bury scraps in trenches, individual holes, or dedicated composting spots between rows. Some gardeners rotate burial zones throughout the garden each season, enriching the entire space without much effort or equipment. For best results, dig holes or shallow trenches about 6 to 8 inches deep. This depth really helps prevent animals from digging it up, and it places the material right in the active root and microbe zone. Water lightly after covering to kickstart microbial activity, especially in dry weather. If you want a simple method that works year-round, here's a basic garden bed compost trench formula for consistent results. Dig a trench about 8 inches deep in your garden bed. Fill 1/3 of it with chopped kitchen scraps like fruit, veggies, coffee grounds, and eggshells. Then add 1/3 garden soil or finished compost. Finally, top it off with the remaining soil and water lightly. Let nature do the rest. Your plants will thrive from the underground nutrient canal running through your growing space. Any plant-based kitchen scraps, fruit peels, vegetable trimmings, eggshells, coffee grounds, tea leaves, and even crushed leaves or grass clippings integrate beautifully. Just remember to avoid oily foods, meat, and dairy, as they decompose slower and may attract animals. For even faster results, blend scraps with water before burying. A simple breakdown booster mix looks like this. 1 blender of kitchen scraps. Add 4 cups of water. Blend lightly and pour into a 6-inch deep trench or hole. Cover with soil and water lightly. This slurry feeds microbes instantly and disappears below the surface almost immediately. Surface compost piles have their place, especially for large-scale gardeners and those needing lots of compost at once. But if you're gardening in raised beds, backyard plots, or kitchen gardens, burying scraps often gives faster, cleaner, more plant-direct benefits with less effort. It's composting made effortless. The soil handles the work, and your plants reap the reward without delay. Try burying scraps for just 1 season, and watch how soil texture, plant vigor, and yields change. You'll notice richer, darker soil, healthier crops, and fewer garden pests. It's the closest thing to magic gardening has to offer, powered by biology, not chemicals. If you're passionate about soil health, nature-powered fertility, and maximizing every scrap your kitchen produces, this method will become a lifelong habit.